Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a T110E4, the Tier 10 American turreted tank destroyer, and it's located on the south spawn of Redshire under the command of Awppenheimer. And I think he's going for his third mark. Well, let's see how he gets on. Game started. You can see 2 marks on his barrel already, and so yes, he's been trying to get that third mark over the past couple of weeks, and yeah, he's been doing rather well because we've seen some of the replays where he's got high calibers and tank snipers. He certainly knows how to play this tier 10 tank destroyer. It's got a 155mm gun, 750 alpha, and a reload time slightly more than 12 seconds. And yeah, he's headed up to the Zeppelin, and he's got the company of an Emil 2. Now, if you remember, this tank can only turn its turret 90 degrees one way or 90 degrees the other way. And he's been spotted already. Somebody over there's seen him. Okay, Hawk 12 probably could have been the one, and that was an Arty round. I think it was a near miss behind him. Yep, there you go. There's the shell crater. That's what stunned him. Okay, he's headed over to the right side, and first customer is an E100, and behind that, oh yes, that was a good hit, but a low roll, 731. Yep, behind there is another, it's an AMX 5120. We've got a Super Conqueror at this side. He just took big hits, massive hits, but I think that E100 just fired. And that means he's now lost 834 off that shot. And Super Conqueror takes another shot. He seems to be doing the bullet magnet for us. We're side scraping the corner. E100's down. Okay, there's a Wizzy 1115A just off there. That's got that 13cm gun. And we're pushing up on him. Okay, we've been spotted. Yep, there's a Jag Tiger over there. That's got the 128mm gun. And we took 2 hits from a Gorilla and a Standard B. And we've lost half our hit points. Just like that. Now, we need to get a shot into... Well, at this moment, we need to take out that Tiger 2. Yep. 1 shot in, but it's going to take at least 2 more shots to kill him. And probably better that we pull back and let this Type 4 Heavy take the lead. I think he's a bit reluctant to do so because he knows if he does try it, he's more than likely going to lose a few hit points. Okay, Borsig, we can get that. Big hit! 838 hit points off that one. And I think he got killed immediately afterwards by our Emil 2. So we got some damage assist, I think. Or did we? No, we didn't get damage assist off him, but... Okay, well, pulling back now, because most of the tanks that actually did go forward have been hit and wiped out. And it may be down to the fact there's a T110E4, a Standard B, and a Gorilla up on top of the hill opposite us. And I know for certain that the T110E4 driver is a beta player, so he's obviously been around quite some time. By the way, if you want to know why I knew that, look at the details over here. You see he's marked as a beta player, and just above him we've got a Gorilla 15 which is also marked. So yes, I think we are looking at some serious opposition here. Wizzy 1115A doesn't want to come up, but he has got 1 kill already, so I think he's sticking to that position and using his friends over on the hill opposite to cover him. If we poke round that corner, I think we're going to get badly hurt. Here he comes. just pokes up for a second. And no, we didn't connect. Well, Awppenheimer's got 4k of damage so far, and that was another shot from that Arty, the M53, M55. They've got two Arty on the team, a GW Tiger P and that M53, M55, which is obviously the more dangerous of the two. Awppenheimer's decided it's just not worth pushing that corner. So he's going to leave that corner to the 252U and the Emil and try and work his way around to get some shots on the enemy on the hill opposite, because obviously that's what's holding us up. Not that Wizzy 111. He's the bait. They're the kill squad. Well, the Tiger 2's just taken some damage, and we just lost our Object 252U. Okay, there's the Gorilla 15. Oh, missed him. We need to get to the cover of this rock. That'll help protect us from Arty. But somewhere over there is that Gorilla. There he is. Almost loaded. Can we get a nice shot into him? He's aiming. And we do! But it's a low roll, but it doesn't matter because he's wiped out seconds afterwards by R268. We've lost the Pantera. We're 2 tanks down on the enemy. I think we're stopping any enemy from moving south through the Zeppelin, but for the moment we can't proceed north through the Zeppelin. And there's still that T110E4 up on top of the hill, and that's the problem. He's the guy who's getting the hits. Two tanks down on the enemy now. Most of our guys are hiding at the back. And here's that Wizzy 111 Model 5A. We shoot underneath? No. He doesn't really want to expose himself at all. He's solidly staying behind that wreck. And he's tempting us to fire because he knows once we fired we've got a long reload. And then he can pop out and fire that 13cm gun on us. And of course if we stay here we're going to get hit by the Arty. Oh, and we were. Yeah. Well, although they've got one back in terms of number, it's now looking quite... Well, it's looking bad for us because they're blocking any movement further up this way. And although we got the Object 268 going through the castle, I think a lot of our players are redlining it. They're just like staying at the back and not doing anything. We've just lost the Emil 2 to that Arty, who's obviously knows how to play it. And so it's now 3 versus 5. And although there's a possibility the 268 will find somebody up here, possibly that M53, M55, it's down to this SU-130 PM to stop the enemy from capping. And that is the most deadly player on the enemy team, I think, the T110E4, even though the M53, M55 just got another kill. He's got 3 kills now, that Arty. And yep, all we've got is the 212 near our cap. Yes, he's just found the M53, 55 and took him out. So at least that's some saving grace to this battle. But it's now 2 versus 4. The enemy's capping. The Wizzy 111 Model 5A is now joining the T110E4 in the cap area. All the 212 can do is fire at the cap, and he's given away his position. T110E4 has come out of the cap, and I think now he's going to try and locate. Yes, 212's been located, and yeah, that was a bit predictable. So there's only the 268 now. There's nobody up north. I think they've all come south, except maybe the GW Tiger P. GW Tiger P's a very slow Arty. If he went south, I'd be surprised. But he might be over somewhere to the east side of the map. Very much looks like the enemy are going to camp out on this one. Of course, they're not interested in no cap kill all, because they know that the Object 268's got 100% health. And they know that because the M53, M55 saw him just before he was killed. And here comes the Wizzy 111 Model 5A. He's obviously after a few more hit points. But of course the 268's got that 13cm gun as well. Oh, just took a big hit. And he's been hit by the enemy Arty. But he takes out that Wizzy 111 Model 5A. I just said, you know, do you really want to risk it against a tank destroyer like this? Probably not. Well, there is the GW Tiger P. So he was brave enough to go south. And that snapshot failed. Oh, but the 268 knows where the enemy Arty is now. So it's just going to be a matter of driving over there and putting one shell into him to finish him off. And then possibly going to get a decap as well. Or a reset rather, I should say. The GW Tiger P might be waiting the other side of the hill, so it might be a better move to go around the hill rather than come directly over the top. Because he might be waiting for it. There he is. Oh, he's not. He was waiting in the wrong position. Bye-bye. And now, can he get a reset on the cap? The others are saying, he's Russian. I thought these snapshots were supposed to work every time. Russian bias. And of course it's the best enemy player who's decided to stay behind to try and block the 268, and it was actually the Yank Tiger who got the kill. So did Awppenheimer do enough to get the third mark? Well, we're about to find out. And yes, he did. He got the third mark of excellence in that game. He did enough damage, he did enough effort to put it in, and he also picked up a fire for effect as well out of it. Unfortunately, it was a defeat, but he did do enough damage to get 2,634 on the win 8. We look at the team score, we can see that he actually did 4,727 hit points of damage during that game. He got the highest amount of damage, but didn't pick up the high caliber. When it came to kills, the next highest scorer, well, he didn't get any kills at all, but the high scorer was the 268. He got 5 kills in total, picked up a Prescucci's medal as well, and when it came to base XP, well, I'm afraid, yes, if you look at base XP, it's the Wizzy 111 Model 5A who did best. He was getting spotting damage, actually. I think you can see that here. Yeah, 4,758 spotting, because, of course, he was baiting the enemy to come down the hill, and then his teammates in the T110E4, the Yank Tiger, and the Gorilla 15 were them hitting the enemy the moment they did. So that's why we kept losing tanks going down the hill after that Model 5A. So he got the highest base XP. The M53, M55 managed 930, and the Yank Tiger 922. Oppenheimer fired 9 shots. He got 6 direct hits and 6 penetrations. Damage of 4,727 hit points, of which 2,408 were at more than 300 meters. He received 3 hits from the enemy, but unfortunately all of them were penetrations, and 4 hits as a result of splash damage, and of course that was what killed him off in the end. That M53, M55 driver was rather good. He spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 5 of the enemy, but didn't get any kills, but he did get 670 hit points of damage assist. On his premium count, he did play a premium count, and of course I think I have reported this, the results figures on Salty's Jedi's record account are showing the wrong figures. I think we're seeing the premium amount actually in the free-to-play account, because you see these figures are identical. So we can't rely on these figures at all, I'm afraid, and I won't report them any further. Other than to say, yep, great battle in terms of getting your third mark, but such a pity that it was a loss. I'm afraid you were left with just too much to do, and if that 268 had sort of like made a move from the back of the field a little earlier in the game, I think it might have been a different result. If he'd taken out that Arty, I think it may have been possible that you could have won the game, but he didn't, so there you go. If you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe, and hopefully it'll be your replay I'll be doing in the next video.